Hey everyone, so much has happened in the last few days since my last broadcast, and I just want to apologize. I'm going through a lot of stuff right now, so it's hard to do daily broadcasts, but I feel like you probably are already informed of a lot of it. But just in case you're not, the Maricopa County audits has resumed. So today they've already started restarting the audit. And the threat of lawsuits are pending. Like, the threat is there of lawsuits. Secretary Katie Hobbs is saying that she will not certify any elections going forward if we use those Dominion machines that are being audited right now. And frankly, that's great. We don't want those machines in our elections any longer. So fine with us, and I hope our legislature chooses not to purchase any more of those machines. But that's not either here nor there. And then the threats from Maricopa County is saying that we need to preserve every little bit of election equipment, ballots, so on and so forth, and that they think that we the people could possibly destroy or tamper, or I don't know what they're really thinking, but it's stupid and silly, because we the people wanted this audit. We the people, and I'm talking about you and I, like regular people. We bombarded the County Board of Supervisors. They ignored us. And then we went, and then some court cases went before a judge. No standing. They were just too chicken to worry about it. And then we went to the legislature, and finally we got our audit. Now, New Hampshire is having an audit right now, and they're finding discrepancies. One article said that some of the folds in the ballots were flipping the votes in the machines from Democrat to Republican. And then other ones were saying that some of the machines were flipping votes from Republican to Democrat. So there's a lot of problems going on in New Hampshire. So I'm glad they're getting the audit. I'm hearing Wisconsin's going to get an audit. Oh, did you hear the latest about Georgia? So the judge in Georgia was saying, if they find that double ballots are counted or that there's fraudulent ballots, he may decertify the election. That is a strong possibility in their audit if they find duplicate ballot counts and fraudulent ballots. That is a strong possibility. He is going to decertify the election. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, that would be so amazing. So who's the first domino that's going to fall? Is it going to be Georgia? Is it going to be Arizona? And then good patriots in Minnesota want to start an audit in Minnesota. So Wisconsin, Minnesota, we're still fighting for Michigan to get an audit. The judge said to DePerno that he thinks that the legislature should get involved and start an audit there. So, man, that would be great if Michigan's, because I think they're Republican, I think. But who knows? They could be running Republicans like this Board of Supervisors in Maricopa County. Either way, I think there's enough patriots in Michigan that it's going to get done. I really feel that way. So, and I really think there's enough patriots in Minnesota to start getting this done. And so that's going on. Oh, speaking of Michigan, Governor Whitmer was caught again violating her own mandates for the COVID violation. So she was found, it wasn't clear if it was like a bar or if it was a restaurant, but she was there. She wasn't wearing a mask. None of her friends were wearing a mask. They were more than 6 people. They were not socially distanced. And she was caught again. She was caught earlier going to Florida when she had told her people that they shouldn't go to Florida. They shouldn't go on vacation. And then she was caught doing that. And now she was caught at a restaurant with a bunch of friends, way more than 6, not socially distanced and not wearing a mask. Like, I don't care. Don't wear a mask. Like, I'm not a mask person because there's no science behind it. There has not been a scientific study that's been shown to the people. However, the scientific study shown that masks are not effective have been squashed. And in a previous video, I showed you that Gateway Pundit showed 2 Stanford studies about the non-efficacy of masks and how actually they can harm you. And also Dr. Kelly Ward a couple months ago maybe it was back in December, because I was in Florida back then, or it was around that time, where she had posted a study done in Florida, where they were studying non-mask mandate counties and mask mandate counties, and there was no difference in COVID versus no COVID. So there was like zero efficacy. And then KFYI was talking about a study done a couple months back, probably closer to the beginning of the year, where there was a study done in Poland. I don't remember. It was in Europe, that showed that there was no efficacy of masks. So there's been so many studies done on masks and to see if they have any efficacy, and they've all been proven no efficacy. So I would like to see a study. If you're going to be a masker, they say follow the science. Well, okay, we're following the science. There's no efficacy. If you want to wear a mask, that's fine with me. I don't really care. But don't be a governor and mandate that and you go around not wearing one. Just don't be like that. So I would love to see her being recalled by the Patriots of Michigan. I hope you guys will start a recall on her. You got rid of Gavin Newsom, has a recall going on. There's a race going on there. Start one in Michigan. Folks, your state needs an audit. You don't know what you don't know. You don't know the shenanigans that have happened in your state. I don't care if you're a red state and all your people won. You could be like Arizona and they start flipping your state to blue. And it's subtle and it's small and you don't know until you're practically on the verge of losing your state. Do the recall. Find out. Maybe everything's on the up and up, but maybe it's not. And you won't know unless you do the recall. Demand your legislature to do the recall. They're the only ones willing to listen. The judges, for the most part, aren't willing to help. However, we found two, one in Michigan, one in Georgia, finally. But the judges overall aren't willing to help, so get your legislature involved. Frankly, they're the ones in charge anyways of the election. But that's the latest update on what's going on. So want to let you know, if you are interested in becoming your own banker and making about 9 to 12% on your money, leaving a legacy for your family, and also having a tax-free sustainable retirement, let's get in touch with one another. You know, check out the links below and let's get in touch with one another. Also, essential oils are amazing for naturally supporting your immune system, of your emotions and stuff like that. Get all the toxic cleaning supplies out of your house and let's switch to essential oils, and there's a link for that below. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great day. I almost forgot about this, and I was just like, what? Over the weekend, I saw a news article that said that Dr. Fauci admits to funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology gain-of-function research. I saw that article over the weekend. So that's not anything like we didn't know happened, but finally it's being brought to light. I had suspicion about the whole corona thing back in last summer when my friend was dying from breast cancer. And I was angry because it was like a prison. I was sending her to a really nice prison, and it was really upsetting because I couldn't be with her. And I think I've said that in other videos. And not just that, just like the latest now with my dad dying a month ago today, actually. And it's been really hard to lose two people in less than a year for something especially not related to COVID, and you still have all the restrictions and not being able to see them. And so I hope Senator Rand Paul will go after these people, because they've hurt us in numerous ways, and I've talked about it. For me and many of you, not having access to your loved ones, not being able to say goodbye. What about the germaphobes that are totally freaked out, that have maybe taken their lives, or extremely freaked out that they can't even leave their house, and the mental stuff they're going through, all the kids and what they've gone through, and not being able to breathe right in school, and their teachers yelling at them about putting a mask on, and then the teachers pull down their mask during the classroom times, getting yelled at for drinking water and pulling down your mask, and having to play outside with your mouth being restricted from breathing. I mean, follow the science, people. The virus is very fragile. So if you go outside, the wind and the UV rays destroys it. Okay, that has been studied. That has been studied. You can find studies on that. There's like, you can't, it would be extremely hard for you to get the disease outside, okay? So just like all the things that we've all gone through, all the parents that missed the big moments and the graduations and the proms and all the things, you know, we've all been hurt. We've all been affected some way or the other. So I hope Senator Rand Paul continues with his investigation with this. And I hope to see a bunch of people behind bars. I really do.